welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing okay. So this week's video is a bit of a different one because I have never talked about things like this on my YouTube channel before, which I do want to start doing more often because obviously I want my YouTube channel to be all about things that I'm interested in, and this is something I am interested in and I want to talk about it on this channel to all of you. So this week's video I'm going to be talking about books that I have recently read and absolutely love within the last like 6 or so months. So first of all, let me talk about a book or a series of books that I finished last night. I've recently finished reading this trilogy. It's really hard to hold because they're all so big, by Cassandra Clare, called The Dark Artifices. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. So this trilogy is a trilogy of books off of another series of books. She has written a lot of these. Basically, the whole series of books are called Shadowhunters. Some of you may have seen it on Netflix. I love it. I've watched it on Netflix like 5 times, but I will quickly show you the first book of that. So this is the first original series of books. This is the first one of 6 called City of Bones. So yeah, they're Shadowhunters books and I love them. I think they are amazing. But yeah, so this trilogy that I have finished reading recently is a trilogy after these books. There's a lot of different trilogies from the original 6, and there's some before. Ones that I have before are called The Internal Devices, and there's 3 of those as well. They're sort of in like a timeline kind of order, so the Infernal Devices are first, and then there's another trilogy after that which I don't have yet because she hasn't actually finished writing the last book. So I am waiting on the second trilogy, and then it's the 6 series of books that are on Netflix as well. And then there's a couple of like individual books. There is Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy, and there is the Bane Chronicles, which I have read, which are also out of the trilogies and series. The individuals aren't my favourite, but obviously they help guide along all of the trilogies and series together. So I did like them, but they're not my favourite out of all of them. And then it moves on to the trilogy that I've just finished. The first one is called Lady Midnight, and I honestly got through this one so quickly because it was so good. And I'm not gonna tell you everything about it because I think you should just also read it for yourself. To be honest, if you're into things like this, like I am, like the Shadowhunters, like if you've seen it on Netflix and you do like reading, honestly, go get the original 6 series of books, and then if you like that, read all the other trilogies because they are so good. The second book is called Lord of Shadows, which brought a twist along after the first one. A very big twist, which I was shocked at and happy about, and think I've cried a little bit as well. I feel like I'm not saying enough about these books because I think they're absolutely great, but I don't want to say like what happens and stuff. But yeah, the second book brought on a big twist that I didn't think would happen, and kind of like basically the person that came back you kind of forget about because you don't remember him from the series. Well, that's all I'm gonna say. So that person came back and it was a big twist, and yeah, it was exciting. And then the third book, which I finished last night, which is huge by the way, is called Queen of Air and Darkness. And there was many twists and turns in this book, and it was a big roller coaster, bringing together what's happened in the first two and then having a plot twist and finally everything coming together at the end, and it was a good ending. The second book didn't have a great ending. I cried at the end of the second book because the ending just wasn't good. But it kind of brought it all together in the third book. So yes, if you have seen Shadowhunters, I will put a picture of all 6 books up because I can't, you know, lift them all up. But if you have seen Shadowhunters on Netflix and you liked it, then you will love the books, because obviously there's more in the books, there's more details. But yes, I absolutely loved the 6 series of books that are to do with the Netflix series, so I definitely searched up if there was more, and there's a whole like timeline of different trilogies and different alone books that I was like, I need to get all of these. Another series of books that I have been really into, I will show you the first book because there is 9 books in this series that I read and I think they're absolutely great. If you haven't already guessed by me saying 9 books, I am talking about Bridgerton, and oh my god. Right. Again, this has been turned into a Netflix series, and yes, the Netflix series is good, but in the series they bring things together from other books, and I literally, like, half an hour ago finished watching season 2. Don't judge me, I absolutely love it. And yes, there's things from other books that they've brought in to season 2, which is obviously good for a series because they need to keep people interested in watching it. So yeah, I do find the Netflix series great, but the books, oh my god, these books are so much better. Obviously only if you like reading. But yes, obviously if you have seen the series or if you've read the books, you will know Bridgerton is about a family called the Bridgertons. There's 8 children and they are all named in alphabetical order, which is cool. I think that's awesome. If I thought I was going to have that amount of kids, I'd probably name them in alphabetical order too. So Bridgerton children in alphabetical order, we have Anthony, Benedict, Colin, Daphne, Eloise, Francesca, Gregory and Hyacinth. So every book is about one of those children finding their love, getting married. It's based in the 1800s, so it's very 19th century. The outfits that they wear, the way that they do things, so you can't do stuff with people until after you're married. The women don't even know anything about all of that kind of stuff, about how you have a baby and stuff. So yes, it's all based back then. The way it is written is very good. Obviously the way that she's written it from that century, about scandals that can happen and stuff. But yes, anyway, so the first book is about Daphne because she's the eldest female child, and obviously back then women didn't have a choice. Once they hit a certain age, they were out into society and they were trying to find someone that they want to marry and have children with and run a household for. So the 3 elder boys, Anthony, Benedict and Colin, have managed to hold back as long as possible because they are males and can do whatever they want. But yes, so the first book is about Daphne and how she finding her husband and basically their story of how they got together. And then the second book is about Anthony and how he finds his wife, and then the third book being about Benedict and how he finds his wife, and then the third book obviously about Colin and about how he finds his wife. The fifth book is about Eloise. Then the sixth book is about Francesca. So it pretty much has gone in alphabetical order, apart from missing out D, as in because Daphne went first. But then we lose the alphabetical order because the seventh book is about Hyacinth, and obviously G comes before H in the alphabet, but Hyacinth got married before Gregory. So the seventh book is about her and her finding her husband, and then book 8 is about Gregory and him finding his wife. So every book is about a different Bridgerton, about the way they have been able to go through society, because obviously they're a rich family, well known, how they have to look in front of other people, about if there is a scandal, how they can like cover it up. But it is really good. And obviously, I know I said there's 9 books, but obviously there's only 8 children, so I thought before I got to book number 9, I was like, oh, maybe they'll write about someone else. Maybe they'll write about their mother. Maybe their mother finds someone else after her husband obviously passed away. But no, every chapter in book number 9 is an epilogue of every single book. But yeah, I absolutely love Bridgerton. The minute I watched the first season on Netflix, I absolutely loved it. And obviously I found out that it was based on books that had been written, so I bought them all and I ended up loving all of them. I think they are great. I think they are well written from the period that they are set in, and it really shows about how much females didn't know back then about what they were supposed to do with their husbands to make a baby. So I've been talking for a very long time, but obviously books are something that I'm interested in at the moment, so wanted to share with you what I had been reading. Like I said, I finished that series of books last night, so I will be starting a new book tonight. I am going to be starting this book, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the original screenplay by J.K. Rowling. Callum's cousin and his wife bought me this for Christmas, and I am super excited to start reading it tonight. Obviously it's a play, and the last time I read a play I was in drama class at school, so that will be fun to see if I enjoy that. Obviously I love the Harry Potter books and the films, so wanted to read the rest, whatever she's brought out. I know obviously she's got The Cursed Child as well, which I want to go see, but I want to read before I see. So I will be starting Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them tonight. So once I'm finished, I will let you all know what I think about it. So in the past 6 months I have been reading Bridgerton, and I read that trilogy, The Dark Artifices, and I read The Bane Chronicles and Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy. So this is the end of this video. I hope you liked listening about books that I have read and enjoyed, and if you like reading too, I hope it has helped you maybe find something new to read. And also, if you liked this video, please let me know, because I would love to do another one talking about books that I have read, and obviously I want it to be something that I can share on my channel with you all, as well as redecorating my room and showing you all of that. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye guys.